The Range Rover SV is the most luxurious car Land Rover has built. That claim comes with a consequence. This 2026 flagship is no longer measured against other big SUVs. It is measured against Bentley. The case for that money is not made out here. It is made in the second row, and we will get to that. SV is the badge for that. Land Rover calls it the pinnacle, above Autobiography. Open a door and powered steps slide from the sills. Remember them. Subscribe if you want to know whether that badge is worth Bentley money, because that is the real question. VeriSign blue paint, a black contrast roof, and 22-inch wheels filling the arches. This car was specified, not simply bought. Before the cabin, the boot gives away what kind of car this really is. The floor lifts. Switches here drop the whole car down on its air springs. Inside, the theme is called SV Intrepid, an ebony semi-aniline leather that Land Rover reserves only for this trim. The controls you touch most are ceramic here rather than metal, and they feel colder. Every surface is leather, real wood or ceramic, with very little plastic in reach. A second screen sits between the seats, so climate and media do not need the main display. From the driver's seat, the dash runs flat and wide, holding almost nothing at all. The physical buttons are nearly gone, pushed into a single curved panel of glass. That panel measures 13.1 inches and it floats clear of the dashboard. The system is Pivi Pro, running on 2 Snapdragon processors, and it updates itself over the air. Underneath, the screen answers quickly now, which was not always true of Land Rover's older systems. Navigation, media, and the drive modes all live behind that same glass. It is a very calm place to sit, and calm is the point. Which brings us to the row that actually decides this argument, because a car at this level is judged from the back seat. This is where the SV earns it. A touchscreen folds out of the rear armrest, so climate, seats, and audio are all handled from the second row. That one detail puts this car in the same conversation as a chauffeur-driven saloon rather than a family SUV. Land Rover will build the back as 4 seats with a console between them, or 5 when you need them. The seats themselves are the quiet showpiece here. Speakers are set into the headrests themselves, part of a Meridian system running 1600 watts. Above it all, the glass roof slides back and fills both rows of seats with light. The tailgate still splits into 2 separate halves. Behind the rear seats, there are 40.7 cubic feet, and folding them opens that out to 83.5. The lower half of the tailgate drops flat and doubles as a seat at the back. Land Rover calls that event seating, and people use it. Under the floor sits a dedicated tray, and the charging cables live in it. Fold the second row from a switch back here, and the floor runs nearly flat right forward. Tables fold from the front seat backs, aimed at passengers who work. The outer rear seats recline, heat and cool. Land Rover quotes 24-way seats with hot stone massage up front and a second row that was built for adults, not children. The wing headrests are shaped for sleeping, which tells you plainly how these back seats are meant to be used. This is the room a Bentley Bentayga charges more for, and the reason this car gets cross-shopped upward. So the second row makes a very strong case, the wallet makes a harder one. Those powered steps that slid out of the sills are a several $1,000 option. In America, this badge starts near $220,000. In America, that money buys a V8. This European car takes the plug-in 6 instead. 542 horsepower with 51 miles of EPA electric range. Charging to 80% takes under an hour on a 50 kilowatt charger or a full night at home. The Range Rover ranks 9th on America's most stolen list. Insurers price that in. The trade is this: you carry the running costs, and you get a cabin nothing else matches. The Bentley Bentayga it is cross-shopped against now opens in the same money. The Sport makes a cheaper case, and that review is next.